Welcome. In this video, I'll be sharing my insights into what Twitter Spaces are, why you should be using them, and also sharing a top tip that I've just learned. So first of all, for you who don't know, Twitter Spaces are just a way of joining a like-minded group of people on Twitter. Usually there's 2 or 3 people who have a stage who are talking, and you just listen in and hear what they're saying. And I've particularly found within the VEVE community, the VEVE family, that quite often these Twitter Spaces are quite popular and quite useful. You get a lot of insights and tips and tricks. Some people know about already and some are quite new, just depending on experience. Why I recommend doing this is if you are dedicated and want to learn more about VEVE, Twitter is a good opportunity to do this. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of tweeting, but I have found Twitter Spaces quite useful. So I like to dedicate a bit of time on YouTube just to kind of talk about it and share one of the top tips from that. Joining Twitter Spaces is really simple. You just follow people on Twitter who are into VEVE, and 1 or 2 of them will eventually pop up and say we're doing a Twitter Space, and you can just join in. It's open to anyone. Really useful. I haven't yet requested to speak, but it seems fairly straightforward. So it's just a really interesting way to hear different voices and different perspectives on Twitter. So it's just an interesting way of hearing new voices about VEVE on Twitter. What I'll do is share one of the top tips I got from this morning's Twitter space, and this is around about the collectible numbers, and in particular how the dragon numbers are quite a useful one to be looking out for. So for you who don't know, the Chinese zodiac is quite popular in Asia as well as around the world. It's a different way of understanding star signs, etc. And the dragon is quite a popular and powerful sign within the Chinese zodiac. And the actual numbers for the Chinese zodiac dragon, so year of a dragon basically, is 1928, 1940, 1952, 1964, 1976, 1988, 2000 and 2012. And the way the Chinese zodiac works, the dragon appears every 12 years. So the next one is 2024. And what people were saying within that space was keep an eye out for any collectibles with that mint number, as more people who are from the Asian community, from the Asian sphere of the world, or just have a general interest in the dragon year signs, we're quite popular and want to pay more for it. So quite often you might see some collectibles going for more than the floor price, and quite often that's driven by the mint number. So this is another way of understanding the VEVE marketplace, getting some insights into those collectibles and seeing why actually you might think that 2012 isn't that important, or that 2024 isn't that important, but actually it could be more important when you realise to the right people. And it's one of those things you might want to sit on until we have a wider user base on the marketplace who could actually make use of these numbers and take advantage of it. If you find this kind of thing useful about Twitter Spaces, let me know in the comments below. It means I'll spend more time actually engaged in the Twitter Spaces and reporting back what I've heard. Personally, I'm more of what's called a YouTube vlog. I spend most of my time on YouTube, but given just the community within VEVE, I have started spending more time in these Twitter Spaces and listening both to people's stories but also their tips and insights into the marketplaces, which I found really useful. So if you do want to hear more about these insights and tips from the Twitter Spaces, drop a like and leave a comment, let me know, and I'll make sure to kind of follow up in the future. If you have liked this kind of video, you may also be interested in this video here. It's quite popular on the channel, so I recommend checking it out. Or you can check this video out here. It's brand new and I think you'll like it as well. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.